Sewer.
So here's the message I'm sending out to Jabari on the beat.
Finish the bottle of baby, I'm up in this booth and I'm ordering more. I got some money on use for fun, if I don't, then what is it for? Passive aggressive, I'm leaving you here to be angry as long as you want. I can surprise myself and I try to make more than I already got. Baby, I'm under attack, it's out my brain, it's out my back. How could I ever relax? I don't even sleep, I don't even nap. People I knew from the jump, they switching me now and they all on my ass. Even inside of my dreams, I'm trying to work, I'm trying to trap. Being Jabari, you're back, I'm seeing no waves, under attack. Girl, don't be like that, 'cause you know that I'm busy, I'm right on smack. I tell my blood in my head, and I hop in a Buick and push down flat. I could be here all the time, I know that you dripping, I hit when I'm back. I pop out his on his way to clean up being his budget. I walk by in this kush, my son just like blueberry muffins. I smoke 'cause I love it, my bitch love it too, who doesn't? Buy it, I just dropped it, put us right back in discussion. She like how the fabric feel, she like the LV buttons. I like how the steering feel, and I like the way it's cutting. I can't find my phone, but really I'm waiting till it's out buzzing. I know what to say right now, and I'm better at saying no. Fall into me before my heart dies. You could get me right, I just know, baby. Lean into me, and for the last time, whisper in my ear how I own it, baby. Take me on my word, I know it's worthless as a wait. And just like you, I'm struggling to find purpose in this state. The online blunts to venue, I carry my pain on my back like a jersey, I'm wearing my brand. You heard what I said, but I say it again. I just pop on the stage, I'm laying my hand down. Finish the bottle of baby, I'm up in this booth and I'm ordering more. I got some money on use for fun, if I don't, then what is it for? Passive aggressive, I'm leaving you here to be angry as long as you want. I can surprise myself and I try to make more than I already got. Baby, I'm under attack, it's out my brain, it's out my back. How could I ever relax? I don't even
again. I'm burning up there like a cigarette. Choice, I have to go try stuff again.
You push me back and that's okay. You wake up every morning just to shit on my whole day. Said, oh, I'm trying to change, could you let me? I can see your tears freeze, it's like 24 below. I feel icicles like glaciers forming quick from out my nose. I hate to watch you bleeding out like Betty Dean is slow. It's too late to say I'm if the line work isn't clean. I got bugs inside my stomach, they are stuck inside of me. I feel warm beneath the snow because my tennis line with fleas. She said, you will get what you deserve, but watch your regress. She pushed me down into the water, I feel seasick. I'm so seasoned with the suffering, I need it. Need you to tell me that you hate me while I'm bleeding. I can see your tears freeze like 24 below. I feel icicles like glaciers forming quick from out my nose. I hate to watch you bleeding out like grenadine in snow. It's too late to say I'm sorry, baby, that's just how it goes. When you coming home, I call you breaking in the cabin after close. I see like 50 people calling, baby, please put down the phone. I don't know quite where to go, I'm not cut out to be alone.
I don't really give a fuck, I'm done being an outcast. Next year I'ma live my life alone with no setbacks. I've been playing shows across the country, you can't stop me. I don't got no time for ups and downs because you know me. I'm just trying to be confident about my cocky. People unintentionally make me feel like nothing, so I gotta prove I'm wrong as fuck. Do you feel me? Yeah, do you feel me? Or am I rambling? Cause they used to curb me, hit me up as flattering. I'm finally doing something right for those who doubted me. I went from scraping by to paying rent with Spotify. I don't mean to flex, I don't wanna be that guy. I'm done wasting my time. Don't have a lot of friends, it's fine. Yeah, I'm done waiting in line. Don't need anybody, I'm alright. Yeah, I'm done wasting my time. Don't have a lot of friends, it's fine. Yeah, I'm done waiting in line. I don't really give a fuck, I'm done being an outcast. Next year I'ma live my life alone with no setbacks. I've been playing shows across the country, you can't stop me. I don't got no time for ups and downs because you got me. I'm just trying to be confident about my cocky. People unintentionally make me feel like nothing, so I gotta prove I'm wrong as fuck. Do you feel me? Yeah, do you feel me?
Drop your links to your tracks below this tweet, and we'll listen to them live on YouTube at 8 p.m. EST. Times are subjective to change. Melmige Monday, super fun. I hope to see you there. Please come and check. We're super chill. And Melmige, she's so awesome. Awesome. Oh, awesome. If you check the link in his SoundCloud, you can find his Discord server. We all have a good time there. Come on down.
What's up, what's up, what's up, what's up, what's up? How we doing on this fine Monday evening? How are we doing, party people? Boy, oh boy, do I have a lot to say. We're back from back from tour. Tour is over. It was a beautiful, amazing time. One of the best experiences of my life was being on the road and performing and having so much fun doing so. Well, no, that's just too dark. But it's okay. We'll work with it. Hope you had fun. I had a great time, actually. Thank you so much. I performed like fucking crazy. Everybody that I was with performed like fucking crazy. I think everyone had a fantastic time. I know that I did. I know that I had an amazing time. So I can only hope that everyone else equally was chilling, relaxing, all that fun stuff. I really want to share some videos soon. I'm actually wearing the tour shirt right now. I want to share some videos soon. I don't know when I'll be able to though, but you know, I don't know. It was a great time. I'm super stoked to have done it, and I miss it already. I miss it so much. But that being said, we're not here to talk about tour. We're here to talk about music. Whose music you ask? Yours. So, we got a couple early The bedroom noise POV of the show was crazy. Yeah, yeah. She Instagram lived the Virginia show. I didn't even realize that she was doing it. I just thought she was recording. I thought you would bald Mige for a second. Give me 5 to 7 years and I'll be there. But no, I had an amazing time. I mean, seriously, I loved every fucking second of it. But yeah, got a couple early donations, which are appreciated, of course. And let's just have a great, fun stream. Might end up being a little low key, which is cool with me. But the donations that we have right out of the gate will be Swamp 99 Nights on Switchblade. And then we'll ended up having Fam in town, couldn't make it. That's okay. There's always next time. Let's run it up. You haven't seen the worst yet. With Half-Hearted from Swamp is going to be our first song of the night. Let's do it. Thanks for being here. Thanks for hanging out with me. AZB, can you DM me your track? Thank you.
We're not okay. That breaks in all those waves come flooding in. I hope they don't take you too far, cause my strength is all we're nine. Nah, not shit, but another sad song in the car. You and your sorrows know by heart. Word for word and bar for bar. Like yo, it's meant for you. In moments when everything seems like it's falling apart. Slow down, don't get caught in that headspace again. I've seen every outcome, you won't like how it ends. A surplus of lyric fuel is as good as it gets. Let me do the hard work, go ahead, save your breath. I'ma grab a blunt and I'll roll.
I got it on Discord, thank you.
6 speed on the road. Though it's tempting, I won't fold. I got 6 G's in my coat. You think I hate you, I don't know you now. I sing the same words, you don't hear me out. But it's summer now, and I figured out that the loose change in my pocket, blew it on you, now my wallet not popping. Devil trying to chirp, but I'd rather keep walking. People on my line wish that I'll stop calling. Yeah, let the ash to the floor. Got out Carolina cause I knew I wanted more. And I can tell you've been bored, rolling both your eyes while I'm rolling up a forest. Slow down, no
Happy's verse carries.
headspace again. I've seen every outcome, you won't like how it ends. A surplus of lyric fuel is as good as it gets. Let me do the hard work, go ahead, save your breath.
Yeah, dude, I think you're selling yourself a little bit short, because I think what makes this song good, believe it or not, is both of you. I really like the difference in mixes. I know that with you, I'm used to hearing these kind of like mechanical, very glossy, very pitched vocals, and then Half-Hearted's vocals are a little. They're down in a bit of a lower range. They're a little calmer in their delivery, and as a result, the mix sort of reflects that. And so I think you guys have a really cool dynamic here. I mean, I like the indie sound. I like this cool, tight little drum fill that drives the song forward. I really love this kind of like poppier, almost sort of like wistful summer feel. You know, it's not so overtly bright, but it still kind of has that groove to things. So I think you guys actually pair really nicely together on this. This is a super cool combination from you guys. I don't know. It definitely has that sort of particular coming of age feeling that I think you're more than likely trying to get out of it. So in that regard, I would say a mission accomplished for sure. And then up next, we have got 99 Nights, the weapon I wield, King Theta on the production. I meowed? Okay. All right. I think we need to think really hard about what we're saying in the chat before we say it. That being said, this cover is fucking fire, dude. Lugia, 99 Nights, Fortnite baddies. Come on. What more could you ask for? How many nights again? 99, baby.
I
I put one foot onto the ground, then another. Like I'm marching right to my death, but I'm fine with my brothers. I promise I keep telling myself that just to get in my head. I honestly forgot that nothing in my life is promised. I'm probably better off dead. The sickness inside you is leaving you trapped in your head again. It's trapped in your head again. I put one foot onto the ground, then another. Like I'm marching right to my death, but I'm fine with my brothers. I promise I keep telling myself that just to get in my head. I honestly forgot that nothing in my life is promised. I'm probably better off dead. Sickness inside you is leaving you trapped in your head. It's trapped in your head again. I watched the snow touch the ground and my sword pierced your chest. Just know I had to do that in defense. Your mission just started, my iron was silver. The weapon I wield is just your shade of red. I'm pacing around with the fear in my eyes when I'm gasping for air, but I'm catching my breath. Your voice in the woods and I watched as you fell to the ground and your body would leak as you bled. I ran through the brush.
Arby's on stream, come on, come on. I like Arby's.
All the trees stare at me with disgust. They look in my eyes and judge me as a man.
I do like Arby's.
I put one foot onto the ground, then another. Like I'm marching right to my death, but I'm fine with my brothers. I promise I keep telling myself that just to get in my head. I honestly forgot that nothing in my
Is that necessary, Diesel?
probably better off dead. Sickness inside you, leaving you trapped in one foot.
When was the last time you had it?
Like I'm marching right to my death, but I'm fine with my brothers. I promise I keep telling myself that just to get in my head. I honestly forgot that nothing in my life is promised. I'm probably better off dead. Sickness inside you, leaving you trapped in your head.
Yes, this is a well executed big crush.
Leaving you trapped in your head.
Sorry, that was inappropriate. That's what I thought. Long John Silver's. Wow. What's a wow.
I put one foot onto the ground, then another. Like I'm marching right to my death, but I'm fine with my brothers. I promise I keep telling myself that just to get in my head. I honestly forgot that nothing in my life is promised. I'm probably better off dead. Sickness inside you, leaving you trapped in one foot onto the ground, then another. Like I'm marching right to my death, but I'm fine with my brothers. I promise I keep telling myself that just to get in my head. I honestly forgot that nothing in my life is promised. I'm probably better off dead. Sickness inside you, leaving you trapped in your head. Sickness inside you, leaving you trapped in your head.
Big Crush is usually just used for a few seconds, but I think this is really nice.
Sure to survive.
Yeah, that's kind of the thing about bit crushing.
Year after
Well,
year, I prove it to be true. Before joining the Hawks, I always survived. No matter the odds, no matter how hopeless a losing battle.
the thing about bit crushing is most of the time it's used as an accent, you know, or something to emphasize. You know what I mean? If it's kind of the same as like cutting the beat out under vocals. If you have a part of your song that you really want to emphasize and you want to make it very clear to the listener that it should be held on to, that's normally what you would use bit crushing for, right? Now that being said, obviously it's used at length here for the entire track. We've talked about this in the past. I like it a lot. I like real fuzzy stuff. You know what I mean? I like something with a nice bit of fuzz and warm saturation, and I think the bit crushing here provides that because, you know, with the King Theta production, the production is like plucky and melancholic and kind of like somber in tone. And so having that bit crush on the vocals, actually, I don't think juxtaposes maybe as much as you would initially think. I think it actually kind of adds to this sort of like fuzzy, warm, kind of like wistful feeling of everything. So that's how I view it. And also, I just love the way it sounds. I think sonically, it's a very satisfying texture on the ears. I think it's fun to listen to, and I think it sounds really nice, especially the way that it's mixed here. You can definitely do bit crushing in a terrible fucking way, and it sounds awful and horrible. But here, I mean, this mix is pretty immaculate. I can't really think of a better mix for this style. Like if you want to, you know, if you want to process and crush and you know, do this to your vocals, this is the way to do it. It's pretty fucking beautiful sounding. And also it doesn't retract. It is not reductive of the emotional weight of the lyrics. I think sometimes people associate very mechanical processed synthesis with a withdrawn emotional tone. I disagree. I think it emphasizes it. I love it. And then up next we have Salsa Pasta from Switchblade. Let's run it up, baby. Thank you, Deb. Good to see you.
Yeah, try to run up on me, I bet you gon' miss. Try to pull up on me, I bet you gon' miss. Try to run up on me, I bet you gon' miss. You felt like Gomez, no I'm a Gomez. Showed all the motion. I'm walking this bitch like, the place ain't fit to go up. Above a CID up, bottom up and let it rip. Too much Molly in my piss, I have to put the feet in the seat. You can never bleed what I bleed. You can never be what I be. Just stop it. I ride around with a rocket. I got some pills in my pocket. I'm pushing at you like a prophet. I want you to shoot the president, but it won't be me. For the feds that's watching, I'm riding with a dead cop in the backseat, and his body's rotting. And if you think that's shocking, well, you should see the body. I had to chop him and drop him, and then I went to the bank for a deposit. Kill every Nazi. Make sure they kids is watching. Why even learn karate when you could just buy a shotty?
Very politically motivated song, and I can respect that. I kind of feel that. Where the line where he was like, somebody should kill the president, but it's not going to be me. I kind of respect that because I was in, we were in DC like 2 days ago yesterday. Hey, Scoob! And I said something along the lines like, oh man, like I said something essentially kind of similar to that, and I was like, they're probably listening to me right now. I can't be saying that shit in DC. And they got every phone in DC tapped. I know for a fact that they're hearing me say that shit. I love this super fun dancey sound. I got brioche and pretzel hot dog rolls. Shit's fire. Okay. I love this. I think it's a lot of fun. I think your vocal tone really sells it here. Because it's kind of like confrontational and aggressive. And kind of like frantic in tone. And so I think a lot of the lyrics feel adequately, presented and translated because you're essentially like in a very angsty way shouting across this super like heavy dance beat. Really like the kind of like rapid fire synth patterns on there. Overall, I think it's a fun song from you. I know that I've heard a couple of different approaches from you vocally, and I know that vocally as an artist, you've been kind of going through this sort of like very rapid growth due to it being something you're experimenting with a lot and kind of finding your footing with. And so I like hearing all of these different vocal approaches from you. I like hearing you get more confident with each song. This song, I feel like, has so much vocal confidence as compared to something that I would have heard from you a couple months ago, maybe. Man, I'm hungry. My bad, y'all. Actually, man, I'm not going to lie. Brioche and pretzel hot dog roll sounds fire. So I can't blame you for that. Not at all. But yeah, I think this is great. Oh yeah, Carter up next. As always, a little bit of a production submission, this time in the form of a track off the new Sewer Person record, Homemade Phoenix, where we got Sarbringer and Carter on the production. Let's run it. Also, Carter, can you let me know which parts of this beat that you did? Drums and arrangement heard.
Doubling desk and white noise. Copy paste faces next door to exploit. blood swollen with red heads and all joy. No, I'm flicking blunt ash from off of my groin. And I've been working late nights and I don't even enjoy it. I've been late to 4 plans of the 5. I disappointed, kinda think I'd become nothing if not for disappointment. If I'm all that I got, then it's easy to block it out. And I can settle in my spot and the world will work it out. And when tempers turn hot, I need time to cool off. And if time's all I've got, then I'm bound to calm down. In the meantime, I like when you dress it, just take it out, baby. I got so much ashes on my lungs, I breathe shaky. And I just burn a bird and watch it turn into a phoenix. Somehow in this red light, we were perfectly in sequence. Somehow in this red light, you get turned into a demon. And fuck me like you love me, fuck me like you really mean it, yeah. I just clipped this dog to watch it drown inside the deep end. And even when I'm wrong, I justify it with a reason.
Just deemed you on Xmail. Thank you, I got you. Really loving your production on here, man. I know the reason I asked you ahead of time is obviously, like, I know that you and Starbringer are kind of tackling this as a team, and so I want to know your contribution to it, so I can kind of like more adequately focus in on, you know, what you've done. And so I think the main thing that I want to compliment you here on is your hi-hats. Actually, I'm a sucker for a good hi-hat, and I'm a sucker for. So hi-hats in my mind for a lot of emo trap, it's one of those things where it's like they determine a lot of the motion of the track. They're sharp, they cut through the beat. You know, if things are muddy and mechanical and watery and all this fun stuff, like that hat is going to cut through like a fucking knife, and that's going to be the high frequency that people hang on to. And so I like how you're shifting between these very consistent taps into these sharp stutters, because I think the stutters push the energy of the song forward. And so, and you mentioned you also did arrangement, so that also kind of plays into the arrangement there, because the movement of the track, the flow of it is up to you. You are determining how that beat moves and how it swells and pulses and breathes. And so I think that those hi-hat stutters add a lot of forward motion to the song, and it sounds really nice. I like it a lot. I think you fucking killed it. I mean, you and Starbringer both did a great job on the production here. Hi-hat selection is important because if it's bad, you hear it like twice a second, so it gets annoying. Well, yeah. But it's all, you know, it's sound, it's placement, it's you know, variance even. And so I think you killed it. I think you did a great job on the song. And I think it is a great benefit to have you be part of this record. All right, moving on. That's our last paid submission for the time being. We're just going to do free songs. And now up next, we've got Diesel Digital and Blosper. I officially joined the SM7B club, guys. A lot of the Goth Boy Click era emo rap had some mechanical clicky hi-hats. Well, and that's the thing, is like there was a time period where the hi-hats you're hearing are real thick in a way. You know what I mean? Like way thicker than like the super sharp, tinny, like MIDI hi-hats that you would hear a lot. And they were super saturated. Like there was so much punch to the hi-hat that they almost like kind of ventured into snare territory with how much body they had. And so you would have these really cool rolling hats in the emo trap era where it would feel so clicky and mechanical. And I think that helped kind of make a lot of those songs feel a little bit more like off kilter. I love that sound personally. I mean, Garden in his old production used a lot back in the day, and I think it sounds really nice. But anyways, up next we got Diesel Digital. Let's run it. Do you like Queens of the Stone Age? I sure do. Although I can't say that I listen to them a whole lot. I listened to a record of theirs a couple weeks back, but I'm not a frequent repeat listener.
I don't feel like myself again. I'm burning under like a cigarette. Choice, I have to go try stuff again. Get your love, I'm running fast. I hold to myself that's not gonna end. I told myself that it's not for pretend. I tried, but I couldn't. But you lied, no, you wouldn't.
goat.
Split that shit in two so easily. You take control of me, and I just don't know how. I could spend a lifetime looking into your eyes. You stare into my soul. What a pity of mine, 'cause I'm embarrassed of who I am. I'm a problem waiting to understand. Every move I make, just a little bit closer to you. Waiting to understand. I can look through it and take every breath that it offer you. I can't stop it.
I went from this to making Rage. Now imagine that. I mean, yeah, but that's the thing about, experimenting with sounds and trying new things is like, I don't know, it's new, it's fun, it's exciting. You don't know what the end product's going to be. And honestly, hearing you, a production like this, an approach like this, seeing you track on iMessage, does that work? Send it to me on Discord so I can pull it up. Like on my computer. Hearing you on something like this, hearing Blosper on something like this is pretty expected to me. Kind of a nice, kind of groovy indie rock sound. But hearing Diesel on this, of course, is a bit of a different tone. And I like your transition to it for this track. I think that you have a pretty solid grasp on what makes a song with this kind of bounce and aesthetic tick. And hearing you kind of carry over some of the sensibilities from the Rage and trap sound that I'm hearing from you for the most part is cool. You still have that warbled, processed mix that I would typically hear on a Rage beat, just in this case on this, and so I like that sort of transfusion of sound. Even though the instrumental is different, it still sounds like Diesel vocals. You still kind of have a particular tone to them that feels familiar. So it's cool. Honestly, I mean, if you had fun with this, if you liked it, I would encourage you to do more. The best part about being an artist is pushing your limits. Yeah, and I think that comfort and stability kind of breeds like repetition. I think that, and I'm not even saying you always have to do wacky different genre changes, but I think that being able to recognize stagnation and putting yourself in a position that facilitates artistic growth and experimentation and stuff like that, I'm always going to encourage that, even if it doesn't produce results that you love. It still kind of gets the gears moving. My little Discord kitten, bro. How are you doing, man? I was talking about you earlier today, man. That's so funny to see you in chat. Nice to see you. But yeah, no, I think this is a cool sound for you. I would like to hear you play around with it a bit more. Love you, dude. I love Swain so much. It's my fucking goat. And that beautiful night we shared together. Through the night, Devin's World.
Nobody cares, don't mind me. It's the 100th time I suppress my needs. Wanna make it through the night, I just want my sleep. Wanna make it through the night, but it's not that deep. You can hear me cry, cause I grind my teeth. Cover up my eyes, or behind I'm geek. Wanna make it through the night, I just want my sleep. Wanna make it through the night, but it's not that deep. Change the plans on repeat, ain't no way to relieve. I've been running around in circles, but I can't find belief. There's no way I'm gonna make
No
it
such
if
thing
I
as
can't
late.
ever speak. I can't open my beak, feels like life's getting bleak. True story, running rice for me. Looking around the room, but I don't know what's right for me. Can do it on my own, but life's getting gory. A true story. Nobody cares, don't mind me. It's the 100th time I suppress my needs. Wanna make it through the night, I just want my sleep. Wanna make it through the night, but it's not that deep. You can hear me cry, cause I grind my teeth. Cover up my eyes, or behind I'm geek. Wanna make it through the night, I just want my sleep. Wanna make it through the night, but it's not that deep.
I just can't sleep, cause I got all these
that deep. You can hear me cry cause I grind my teeth. Cover up my eyes, but behind I'm geek. Wanna make it through the night, I just want my sleep. Wanna make it through the night, but it's not that deep. Nobody cares, like don't mind me. It's the 100th time I suppress my needs. Wanna make it through the night, I just want my sleep. Wanna make it through the night, but it's not that deep. You can hear me cry cause I grind my teeth. Cover up my eyes, but behind I'm geek. Wanna make it through the night, I just want my sleep. Wanna make it through the night, but it's not that deep. No, it's not that deep.
All right, fun little hook on this one. It's time and time again. I've said that I think Devin's pretty good at writing a nice, catchy, accessible hook, and this is no exception to that attitude. I still think this is a really nice, catchy hook. As always, man, great cleanliness on this track. I love your lyricism a lot. I think that Devin's music is very like. Excuse me. I think that Devin's music is very kind of like down to earth in a way. There's something very personable about all of his work that feels very inviting. Even in his more solemn and dejected tracks, I still feel like Devin's music carries an air of openness to it, and I think that's kind of like where he shines in terms of an emotional tone. But in terms of like the genre sensibilities that drive it forward, I think both you and Never Happy do a good job tackling this beat. With varying energies and flows, and I think it's a lot of fun. I think you're nice, solid, persistent, and bouncy. I think that Never Happy kind of like, throws his vocals out there with this kind of like gritty, reckless abandon, especially there where the beat kind of withdraws a little bit and you get these cool little fun vocal interactions where there's a sort of communication between the two takes, which I think works really well. Overall, I think you guys do a good job on this. I think this is a really nice, solid track from you. And I like the contribution from Never Happy here. And then up next we got One Last Dance Devin again, featuring Devin's World and Lissy. Yo, Devin's World song was amazing, bro. Be dope at the very end. Outro pan the vocal from left to right. I do love a good pan. I'll admit that. I think proper utilization of stereo space on a song is something that and improves and impacts the song to great effect, but I don't think a lot of people take the time to do it in interesting ways. Not that I'm saying Devin didn't do it in any sort of interesting way, but seriously, play with your stereo space and your production and your vocals. You could really I'm gonna drop songs in mono. Okay, all right, we got a fucking funny guy in the chat. You guys think you're fucking funny when you act like little contrarians in my chat when I say something and you guys go, when I say X, you guys say Y. Like that, it's your life goal. And I respect that. Keep doing it for sure. I don't think, oh, that's fair. Cool. Up next, we got One Last Dance. Let's run it. Have I told you guys that I have a tooth infection yet? I gotta get a root canal because my life is crazy. Remember when we kissed this weekend? Oh, I do remember that. Root canal sounds scary. It does. I'm scared.
Distract from. Yeah, I swear it's on now when it's you and me. Baby, I can read your body like a fluency. I can feel my heart throbbing in this lucid dream. Take my hand and you will never ever want to choose to leave.
Should start muting people for 10 minutes. I should just say the underground music overlord. I should have thought of that. I held no while he rapped. It was very intimate. Comment is so positive. You go, Lizzie. This is the one. Hell yeah.
fucking care, yeah, I'ma keep it real. You're the one who wants to make me sex. What's your fucking lighting up this soul? Let's movie scene. You have a hold on my heart, have a hold in my heart. Before you go missing, would you give me one last time? Touch me, oh baby, like your fucking life depended on it. Grab my hand and grab your waist, so spin around until we vomit. Cause I'm fucking lovesick, yeah, I need your touch, bitch. The only thing I'm missing in my life is you. I fucked it, let you simulate. I spent fucking hours in my thoughts, and why you left that way? Was it me, or was it you? It's all the same in my mind. I just wish I had some power so I could rewind.
My Stims do a whole ass full-time job. You guys are crazy with your layers. I remember back in the day, I had a song. I think I had 26 vocal layers. Back when I made emo, I think I had 26 vocal layers, and I was like, in my mind, I was like, that's fucking crazy. I was like, I'll never have more than that. Or I was like, almost, I felt the need to top it. And now most of my songs have one or two. Like maybe two if I'm feeling fucking crazy. So I'm jealous. I had 40 a couple times. That's pretty nuts. I like this. This is a cool little triple threat combination. I'm not gonna lie. I think all of you guys work together. I'm used to hearing Vales and Devin on a whole lot of things. I think they have gotten their dynamic and their chemistry down pat. And I like Lizzie kind of being added to the mix here. I think Lizzie's vocals tend to be, as we've mentioned, the harmony is very nice and thick. I think that she has a bit of smokiness and kind of like sultriness to her voice that I think makes for a nice kind of warm tone. And then Vales and Devin are great kind of like opposites to each other. Not because they make super different music, but like they work great together, kind of parallel to each other. Vales has these nice kind of like whistly, fun, bouncy hooks. I think Devin comes in with a nice, smooth, clean mix. This is a good little combination of sounds from y'all. I like this combo. I do. I really, really do. Vales is my bromance. That's fair. I do love working with Vales. Me and Vales have worked together a couple times. I actually have an open that I need to do for him. But every time I've worked with Vales has been nothing but fun. It's always been a pleasure to work with him. And then up next we have got ZB with Paranoid 2. And I do want to say this, Hazy. Oh shit, my exposure's too high. Fuck. Hold on, maybe if I go to a darker application. Wait, fuck. You can, god damn it. I drew it. This is the piece of paper that is on that cover art with the drawing on it. Oh, there we go. So, if you guys need cover art, name your price and I'll do it for you. I go off a name your price system. So I'm very proud of this cover art that I did. I'm super. This is one of my favorite ones that I've ever fucking done. So yes, enough about me. I just felt the need to kind of. Do you like corn dogs? I mean, I would never like go out of my way for one. You know. This beat's kind of fucking nuts though. Better than hot dogs? this is a really cool fucking beat. This is a cool sound. Really love the interaction between that super chunky electric guitar that you've kind of got wide panned in both the left and right on that stereo space. I love the drive and distortion on it, and how it kind of counteracts the main sort of plucky loop. This is a really good beat from you. I love the motion to it. I love that kick. I love how heavy it is. And I really love kind of how much guitar work you've got going on in the track without it feeling. Swain and Why He Orple. Hey guys. And Why He Orple. Paranoid Android Radio had the sample, by the way. Yeah, I have not listened to OK Computer in a long time. I'm like the one guy I feel like who listens to music all day every day, but doesn't really listen to much Radiohead. No hate to Radiohead. I just don't listen to them a lot. But no, this is a really great manipulation of guitar tone here. I think how they all interact is awesome, and your drums sound so nice. Love how heavy, thick, saturated this whole track is. This is one of my favorite beats I think that I've ever heard from you. I get it, but I love the sample. Oh yeah, no, I love the sample. I love your utilization of it. I was just saying that I didn't immediately recognize it. That's why I didn't recognize it, because I don't listen to a whole lot. And Why He Orple is up next. I've uploaded it to my account because he sent me a file. But this is Swain, Cam's interlude. Ooh, draft 2. Let's run it up, baby. We're analyzing your track for recommendation. Dude, I'm going to monetize this and make money off it. Hold on, wait. What am I thinking of? What games does it sound like it's from? What horror game does it sound like this is from? Am I thinking of... What am I thinking of? Some guys is gonna fucking kill me. There's 100% a horror game that has sort of like a weird kind of like dissonant kind of like discordant tone like that. Is it when you go to a shop? Fuck, that's gonna kill me.
I've been looking for you all my life. First time I saw you, my heart dropped out of my chest. When I'm with you, it's like everything's right. Those nights we spent dancing in the living room. Even when I wasn't up to it, I do my best for you. Oh, baby, I love you. For you 1,000 times over, so live our dreams over. Other side of this world's oceans. As long as I'm with you, I'm focused. I'm making this work for our time. No less than you, no less than you. I've been looking for you all my life. Last time I saw you, I was more in love than I'd ever been. When I leave you, it's like everything dies. Those nights I spent alone, waiting for you to come home to me. For you 1,000 times over, so live my dreams over. Other side of this world's oceans. As long as I'm with you, I'm focused. I'm making this work for our time. No less than you, no less than you. For you 1,000 times over, so live my dreams over. Other side of this world's oceans. As long as I'm with you, I'm focused. I'm making this work for our time. No less than you, no less than you.
Now this is Modelo music. Shout out Eric for the guitar solo. The guitar solo does sound really nice. I got something to say about Swain. And it's actually... So, I have been listening to Swain for... Actually, I can tell you the first Swain drop that I remember. So not the first song that I found from him, but the first like drop that I remember. I think the first Swain drop that I remember, and it's going to take a second, so I'm going to talk while we're looking through them. But the fact of the matter is Swain makes a lot of really great music, and he's really good at kind of pulling from a lot of really cool Toronto rap and West Coast stuff to have these big, confident braggadocio, like kind of like hard-hitting, kind of aggressive anthems. He's got a great bite to his lyricism, a really cool kind of hardened aggression on his work. But something that I don't know if people overlook or not, but something that I've noticed a lot in Swain's music is that he actually can get rather romantic. I like when Swain dives into this sort of emotional intimacy in his track. One, because he's a good singer. That sort of like phaser effect is perfect for his vocals, kind of adding a bit of thickness to them, because he's got a really nice croon, a deep kind of a deep kind of warm tone to his voice, and I think it works really nicely with songs like this. But I think when Swain wants to get emotional, I think when he wants to get romantic and a little, like I said, like intimate in his lyricism, I think that's actually a realm that he sits very comfortably in, and I think that's something that I'm happy to hear him do it. I think Swain's got bars. I think he's got bite. I think he's got flows. But when he gets a little softer and more gentle in his tone, I think that he really shines. And I think this is another example of it. The lack of drums makes the song feel more intimate, super up close. So I'm going to tell you what's the first Swain drop that I remember. A track that I was actually there to see released. That would be... was it Anubis? Or was it... I know that I have Anubis liked. I think it was... No, because it was after Can You Feel It. The first Swain drop that I remember actually seeing drop in real time was Sneeze. I remember when Sneeze dropped. And since then, he's had actually a lot of pretty heartfelt songs. My favorite being Radiate.
You are not like anything I've ever seen. You are everything I ever really needed. Take me to a better place when...
Like, I can get romantic. What can I say? I'm a big fan. Up next, we got Pretty Bitch from Scoob. Dude, I love when Scoob does dance stuff. Like, obviously all the digicore and like and stuff like that is still very like bright and electronic and stuff. But when Scoob commits to like a real nice heavy like dance sound, I think it's really cool. The repetition of the vocal flow, the brightness of your vocals. There's a slight angst to it, but I wouldn't say there's really too much there. I think this song actually ends up kind of being sweet. So I like the writing a lot, but really I think what you're going for here is the tone, the sound, the drive, and overall it's fantastic energy. I really like when you kind of venture into this territory. I think Scoob is so amazing at like doing like 3 sounds, and like I love hearing this kind of like cycle of each kind of like approach that Scoob can take. I like hearing the real angsty like acoustic shit. I like hearing the nice digicore that's super sparkly and it glistens, and then I like hearing something real heavy and punchy and so overtly synthesized. I don't know. I like Scoob's vocals a lot. I've always liked Scoob's vocals, and this is no exception. Sorry, I would let him stay on. I promise I'm not just like a terrible person. I would let him stay on my desk, but he will like fuck the stream. He'll roll over my keyboard and press a million hotkeys all at once, and send my computer into like DEF CON 2. Also, guys, this might end up being a really short stream, which is fine. I'm cool with it. I wasn't expecting it. Might have a nice little low key chill stream. I might even talk about Tor a little bit. Black cats are awesome. They're amazing. Luck, don't listen to Big Halloween. I have a black cat, and I think he's been nothing but good luck in my life. Sample is pretty long on this. That's okay. Let's run it up.
It's not personal. It's strictly business.
Big Halloween. Dude, I don't know if anybody saw the shirtless melmige on my Instagram story, but that is how the last show of Tor went.
Huh? Why didn't you just do it right now? Huh? Come on. Come on. Do it. Do it.
Holy shit, this is such an old beat of mine. I'm sure you're getting a blast from the past right now, Joel.
I hate you. I hate you.
Posting thirst traps, dude. I was sweating. I had to lose it. I had to lose the shirt. I was gonna suffocate.
No, just wait a minute.
Can't breathe, I can't talk, I can't see what's going on, baby. I don't know. Once again, and take it, break me up, can't break it all apart. It's like I'm falling all apart. I got so much damage, and I got so much trauma. Don't know where to start. I'm falling apart. You slam that door.
How old would you say this beat is, Joel?
Tell me I'm worthless, that I'm the problem. Can't breathe, I can't talk, I can't see what's going on, baby. I don't know. Once again, and take it, break
5 years old, nice. Okay.
Can't break it all apart. It's like I'm falling all apart.
I like the structure of this. You know what I mean? This, like you said, the sample in the beginning is long, but I don't even necessarily view that as a detriment to the song. I think it sets up the tone nicely. I think it lets the beat kind of breathe for a little bit. And you get that slow burn introduction, and then your vocals come in. It's mostly hook. You've got a nice little like pocket of lyrics here. But where you have that hook repeated twice, like a good portion of your vocals, is is that hook. And but I like that. I like that you get a nice solid mix on this. I like the kind of slight saturation to it. There's a nice pleasant buzz to everything, and I think you've got a really good vocal tone. I like how you have the higher vocals kind of panned out, with a higher energy but kind of suppressed below with a bit of a damper filtered mix. But overall, this is a really nice outing from you. I think your vocals sound clean. I think they sound very nice, and I like the intro. I like the slow build into your vocals. And then up next, we got Overworld with Ghost. Let's run it. Or I'm gonna show off. Oh, I probably shouldn't do that. I always like second guess pulling up like social media like off rip on screen. Not because I'm necessarily hiding anything, but I'm scared that like the one day I type in like twitter.com on the tab that I have open on screen is going to be like the day that just like something crazy is in my like For You page, right? I got the New York pictures up though. We got 1. We got 2. And then everybody.
She love right to my face. She told me I'm the one. You act so different from when we met. What's with the distance? You should regret.
Those are fire. Thank you. I really love them. I'm excited for you guys to see the other ones. This is easily my favorite right here. I mean, that's nuts.
I'm in love with a ghost. It's not ideal. I'm in love with a ghost. There's not much I can tell. She hunts in my house. In case I ever do well. I'm in love with a ghost. There's not much I can tell. She hunts in my
This is a great vocal drops on point as well. Yeah, I think that's something Overworld consistently like excels at is kind of like vocal manipulation. You know, how can I like chop, cut, modulate, stretch, squeeze these vocals to kind of give them not necessarily not that the end goal is necessarily like distorting them, but you know, how can you make the vocals kind of like, you know, rhythmic? How can they make it part of the structure, the production, and the song, and interesting to listen to? And I think that, like I said, I think Overworld does a really great job at that. I love the vocal mix on this. I love this production. That super heavy 4 on the floor for the most part gives a nice heavy drive to things. And I think that Overworld's vocals fit into the chaos pretty nicely. This is a loud kind of brash beat. I love how much the underground changed. It kind of branched off into its own subgenres like hyperpop and emo rap with vocal chops. I mean, yeah, because the thing is. We were kind of talking earlier about how stagnancy will breed repetition and kind of cause the decline of quality in things. And so I think so many people like when I've interviewed artists that at some point made like emo trap and kind of genres adjacent to that scene, you'd be surprised how many artists that I've interviewed that say that, you know, their earliest experiences with music involved like dubstep and like IDM and stuff like that, because, you know, the way I view this is you've got multiple scenes that kind of go on at once. Sometimes there's overlap. Like I think there was, you know, in 2018, 2019, some overlap between emo trap and some kind of like some electronic scenes. I think that artists kind of like had that sort of overlap there, but they were like independent in terms of sensibilities and like a defining genre, like a defined genre. But you know, when you have artists that have been making the same thing for so long, and they're seeking to innovate, let's say in the emo rap field, a lot of them will go, well, you know, I grew up on Skrillex, or I grew up on post-hardcore. There's so much post-hardcore influence in the emo scene. And so they take the sound that they've been making, that they kind of maybe were introduced to the scene in, and they start injecting not even necessarily new influences, but actually the oldest influences. You know what I mean? Like, I made emo music for a long time because that's the scene that I kind of got my footing in. And as I began to develop my sound and find my own personal identity, I started to pull from a lot of the older hip hop that I used to listen to, a lot of the East Coast stuff, a lot of the like the hardcore hip hop that happened in like New York and in Brooklyn and stuff like that in the 90s. And the same way that I know people have pulled from old Midwest emo bands or post-hardcore bands and third wave emo in the mid to late 2000s. And so that's how you get stuff like Rage. That's how you get stuff like hyperpop. That's how you get stuff like the current electronic scene, where you have this evolution of sounds because essentially a sound becomes so homogenized that it kind of collapses in on itself and supernovas outwards, and you get all of these people shot in different directions. Because I mean, think about a lot of the people that would all be categorized as emo rap back in, like, let's say 2016, 2017, like around when I got introduced to the scene in like 2016, and how many of them pull from breakcore, how many of them pull from IDM, how many of them pull from dubstep. I know Shinigami is one of those guys that, back in the day, even as he was innovating, people would call him emo, and now, so much of his work pulls from like bleak, icy IDM atmospheres, or just straight up like Skrillex, dubstep, that era. And so, genres are a form of communication. They are, and new genres that are formed are born out of response and reaction to something else. It's why you have genres like post-hardcore. It's why you have genres like third wave emo, because in the name of those genres, you're understanding the historical context of why they came to be in the first place. You can't have post-hardcore without hardcore, because post is the prefix that defines what makes that genre different from its progenitor. The same reason third wave emo is called that, because there was more waves of emo before that, and those stemmed from hardcore and punk in the 90s. Black metal stems from thrash metal and hardcore punk. You know what I mean? So genres are reactions to sounds, and also they're forms of communication. A genre, for the most part, isn't even really defined because everyone woke up one day and was like, I want to make music that sounds like this because it's cool. A lot of the time, a genre is defined by the social movement that it belongs to and how it represents a reaction to pre-existing art. You know what I mean? It's like how no wave in New York was a response to the new wave taking over in the 80s. It's all contextual, and it's this web and mosaic of influence and movement. There's a very heavy social aspect to genres. It's not just how something sounds, but it's the social movement that drives it forward. Why are people making the sound they're making now? Well, think about what people were making 5, 10, 20, 30 years ago, and you're going to find your answer. Anyways, King, take my hand.
Take it down with me, don't play me.
My next video essay is on
You call me
subgenres.
baby, you ain't never
I'm at like 8,000 words for it. It's like 30 pages long so far.
I'm done with tasting every day I can. Been waiting for the day you
Cold Moon, how you doing?
take my hand, the hand. And I've been dreaming, thinking, fighting demons. I see them
Not. I got you.
Can't take it, keep thinking, keep breathing, but I can't believe you leaving me, leaving
But after the storm, we'll be alright. Be alright.
Feels like Gunner's biggest song sounds like that really famous by Nate Siv. I don't listen to either of those artists, but I will listen and I'll figure out. You also don't want to be anachronistic though, because I don't want to interrupt. Greasy, how far apart did these two songs come out? Because I have a point to make about that. Wait, was that really 3.5 minutes? Or 4 minutes? That felt a lot shorter. I felt like the pacing of that track was really nice. I don't really feel like that didn't feel like anywhere close to 4 minutes actually. I liked this kind of like intro, and like it's sure like it felt like you were kind of giving the song time to breathe and let your vocals kind of swell up into this crescendo, but honestly I don't feel like it. That was an impressive kind of a little illusion there. I really did not feel like it was that long. Love the strain in your vocals. Love how heavy and punchy these drums are, and I liked how the vocal sample kind of interacts with your vocals. How you kind of have this sort of like weaving in and out, back and forth between your vocals and the production and the vocal chops in there. How was the tour? Loved seeing all the pictures. It was amazing. It was incredible. I mean, it was seriously one of the best experiences of my life. I miss it already. I think I am most comfortable when I am performing. I'm very confident in the idea that I did a great job, because I mean everyone did a great job, but like speaking for myself and how I felt performing, I felt amazing. I could do it every single day, no joke. But King, no, I love this, man. There's a great passion behind it, and I love the textures. The only reason I ask how far I saw your clips, dude, you are killer. Thank you so much. I'm really happy about it. I'm super happy that I got the opportunity. The reason I ask is because I'm gonna show you guys something. So this movie is called The Wild. It's 2006. Came out the year after Madagascar. It's super similar. It's like almost the exact same plot. Now, the thing is obviously movies take a long time to make, and you know, people are like, "Oh, this fucking stole from Madagascar." I know it didn't because like both of the movies were in production for years. Just a coincidence. And I'm not necessarily saying that like I don't listen to Gunner and I don't listen to Nate Sipp, so maybe one of those guys really did just fucking rip and bite the other guy. But that being said, Mel come to Texas. I actually got invited to do a show in Texas, so maybe I will. I saw him on Better Noise Story. Yeah, no, I mean I loved performing so much. It was amazing. I don't know. Like I said, it's like I felt so happy and comfortable And I'll get like videos up soon so people can watch. But the final set in Alexandria, like I think was easily, I think honestly everybody's best set. I think that last show everyone really brought out their best energy and made it count. And it was I want to perform so badly again. Simon, how you doing? I want to perform again so badly. My biggest worry about performing is that I forget the lyrics. I didn't use a single backing vocal. I did Cold War Martyr, Orange Autumn Blues 2, a drone metal, and the pianist. And I didn't, I mean, I don't know. In my mind, it's like I wrote the songs. I'm not going to forget the lyrics. Wish I could have been there in person. Hey, next one. All right, guys. Next song is going to be from Thayer Period. It's going to be Billy the Hero featuring Polearm and Wonder XO. Let's run it. Great to hear, Simon. Yeah, I didn't have any backing vocals at all. I mean, I rap. I feel like it fight way too much, and also I like the performance part of it. I could never do it.
I'm making myself dead. The material what's ahead. It's all the same, but it's all test. And all things come upset. Products are fucking up and I can't seem to run. But if the moment comes, I'll think I'll see I won. No matter how much fun.
Face down the gun, feel your fingers numb. Watch it start to bleed as the monkey paw curls. It's a suicide game, feel the round recoil. Rust close, the frame as the neck breaks down. So gonna hide now. What would I know? I was born to burn, brighter than the sun. They tried to shoot it down from the parapet till the gold catch fire. It's a double-edged sword.
The things is that I so care of. The shape I perceive myself what I wanna be. One day I'll come and say, but I will never bleed. But I'm still choking on some air I try to breathe.
Cute little ending. Yeah, what I like is that Thayer, Polearm, and Wonder XO are all vocalists on this, and then they are also all producers on this as well. It's kind of cut off, but if I hover over this, you can see that Wonder also has a hand in the production here. And, you know, Coltman pointing out the attention to the detail in the mix with the reverb and delay and how intentional it feels and how it sits and kind of how it affects the room space. It's a good thing to point out because, and I'm not super familiar with Wonder's production and vocals, but you know, I know Thayer and Polearm are both very experienced veteran producers and engineers. Thayer and Polearm are both, and honestly, I you know, I guess Wonder here as well because it sounds amazing. Is you can tell when you listen to something, and you can tell when observing an artist's work is you know, because obviously people have a vision in their head and they execute it, they put it into practice, and Thayer and Polearm and Wonder, you know, these are artists that are uncompromising in their visions. These are artists that want a sound, they have a vision, and they know exactly how to get it. Polearm is a fucking technician. Whatever he wants out of a song, he's going to get. He's not going to compromise on, he's not going to take shortcuts, he's going to get, because he knows how to. Same thing with Thayer. Thayer is a super unique artist, and I love their work. And once again, Thayer is somebody who knows how to achieve the sound that they want to get. This song feels so calculated and intense and progressive because, you know, these crazy, vivid, dynamic, vibrant ideas are able to be brought to life by people who have the experience to do so. I have a lot of respect for all these artists. They're all, you know, they're artists that I've followed for a really long time. And it's so much fun. All the vocals here sit perfectly in the pockets they need to. The sounds interact. It's chaotic, but everything has its own space to interact and blend. And I don't know. I love this. I think this is a fantastic display of what happens when great minds come together. Guys, I don't know if you guys recognize this. This is a real fucking... this is a real quiet stream tonight. I've got like one more song. I've got Called Moon, and then... I'm pretty sure that's actually it, which is actually not even necessarily a bad thing because I got home at midnight last night from tour, and then I just woke up today and immediately went straight to work in the morning and got home like 2 hours ago, or less than 2 hours ago, I guess. Just commented one if you feel like after that. Yeah, absolutely. I would love to. I'd love to get you in. So I guess it's actually kind of nice because I can just kind of relax. And fucking process the tour and stuff. But yeah, we'll probably just wrap up with Cult Moon and Jolst here. I have some stuff that I'd like to talk about. Oh my God, Alex, what are you doing? I have this like magic power where I'm like, all right, guys, and then people come in. Thank God. I'm glad you're here, Alex. Let's get you in. Artist day job life is not for the... Well, yeah, it's like I worked a 55-hour work week and then immediately went on tour. And so I got the biggest, like, emotional whiplash of all time, going from working literally, like, every hour of the day to not having to work at all for 5 days. It was, oh my God. It was such an insane, like I said, like, tonal whiplash. But I mean, I would do it 1,000 more times. I don't know. I loved that tour so much. I'm good. I missed it the second I fucking woke up on Sunday. We got Coltman, we got Jolst, we got Jamie Hollow. Let's do it. I don't know if you guys have ever heard Hampton Court by Young Van. Kind of sounds like this. Oh, he's on the song.
She said she's fine, but I know it's just a bailout. Covered scars, but the fear just stands out. Outside, she waited in the cold. New stories and the lies getting old. You broke it down like you keep her in a blindfold. Caught you cheating, but you told her keep her eyes closed. Your man don't scare me a bit, but now I feel like shit ever since we split. I just put his hands where you don't want it, and I still miss you, but I can't do shit. Can't do it to him, do it soon, do it fast. Leave that body in the past, mind clouded, overcast. New pills slipped in, fell over in the bath. So pain looming over like a fucking
sugar in my blends. Oh no, I said too much. Oh no, I drank too much again. I call her phone to say that I messed up again.
She don't decide what you're doing to her. You've got her on a string again. You keep saying you're in love with her. We all know how the story in heartbreak. Always ended in heartbreak. Say you love her, but you know you gotta leave. And you don't care if she hurts, 'cause you got what you wanted from her.
Say you're gonna treat her alright now. Better not go rip her heart right out. She said she's fine, but I know it's just a bailout. Covered scars, but the fear just stands out. Outside, she waited in the cold. New stories and the lies getting old. You broke it down like you keep her in a blindfold. Caught you cheated, but you told her keep her eyes closed. Keep those eyes closed and don't pay attention. Did I mention? Say you're gonna treat her alright now. Better not go rip her heart right out. She said she's fine, but I know it's just a bailout. Covered scars, but the fear just stands out.
Nice little crush at the end there. Nice. This is a great track from all you guys. I feel like you guys have a really cool dynamic here. Everyone provides a bit of a different vocal energy, but still sits within that kind of space of like this dreary kind of like foggy tone. I like how dark this track is. I like how a lot of the vocals kind of like taper off to this sort of like monotone drone tail end inflection to where everything feels so heavy and weighed down. Even in the brightest vocal moments, I like how dreary the track kind of remains. This is cool. I like how you guys all balance your vocals on this. I've had these really cool transitions between the verses and the hooks. Overall, this is a great way to balance three different artists. This is fucking sick. And the tone of it's just fucking cool. But, oh, we got a Stella the Pixie song from Joelst here. Also, I feel the need to... I had no fucking... When did this... Are you serious? 2 months ago? I had no idea that you fucking produced a Stella song. What the hell? Fucking you and Taylor Morgan? How did I miss this? This kind of makes me feel like a fake fucking fan. Holy shit. But I feel the need to emphasize, guys, just because we're here. I did just drop a song. Cameo Radio 2. It's my big lo-fi epic. You know, I don't know. I'm proud of it. Go listen to it if you like lo-fi hip hop.
Garden Avenue.
Play Cameo Radio 2 on stream. All right, fuck it. I might as well. I will. Making a salad, I have no dressing, so I'm using hot mustard? Oh no, Alex. Don't do it. first of all, love the production on this. I know that this is, I know this submission is courtesy of Jolson, so I do want to focus on that. I think you and Taylor have a really solid grasp on the production here. These little reverse melodies here with these nice kind of drier, snappier drums, I think it's a great combo. And especially when you look at the kind of like buzzing yet still ethereal vocals that Stella, Buggerl, and Emo Rave have here. I think that these super like sharp, like having the pitch correction on the vocals, having that sharp slide up and down for each note, having that nice kind of saturated buzz, I think stands out against the hazier guitar tones, against those snappier dry drums. Overall, I think this is a really, hey Sin, how you doing? Overall, I think this is a really great bit of production from you, and I think everyone did a fantastic job on the song. It's super smooth. I love the vocal tones and the vocal mixes on here. It's honestly really pretty. It's a very kind of lush sound. Sin, my fucking guy, dude. Sin, dude, man, I was so close to you. I fucking passed by Baltimore and I was thinking of you the whole time. When I was in, well, I think probably, I don't know if Alexandria, Virginia, or Bethlehem, Pennsylvania was the closest to you, but I was like, dude, Sin's like a little over an hour away. So I was thinking of you. Probably my favorite song I have with him. I do love that production, Jules. But yeah, up next we got Rocking Horse, Jamie Holland. Let's do it. Also, Sin, we're wrapping up here soon, man. Kind of a low-key stream tonight. If you've got something you'd like to share, no pressure. But if you do, feel free to send it in my direction. We'll get it in before we head out of here. I also plan on sharing my new song at the end. That's at the end, though. Next time drop by, you can pick me up from work. Yeah, dude. Actually, honestly, I can see myself being back at home base in Pennsylvania sooner rather than later. I'll fucking let you know. I'll come scoop you. This is a really cool groove. Maybe, call me, maybe. My Twitter is being weird. How can I submit? Do you have Instagram or SoundCloud? Because you can just DM it to me on SoundCloud. Oh my god, yeah, I could do a poetry reading of PJ's work. Actually, I kind of want to do that. We'll end the stream with that. I want to do that. Send in the Discord art chat which one you want me to read. Yo, Mel, you see mine yet? Not yet, but I'll look for it. This groove is so fucking gross. It does remind me a lot of Portishead. That's a great comparison. Oh, I got you, Darius. Taupe, let me know when you send that. And where you do. I can't DM SoundCloud. I can't DM on SoundCloud on my phone. It's y'all listen. I mean, well, I want to try to get you in it. Maybe, I mean, fuck, dude, if you have Instagram, if you could email me a link, I'll take it. This is really good. There's, dude, that like kind of like dusty, like kind of like grimy, like groove with those drum hits and the bass, like. That sounds really nice. It's got a really cool kind of dissonant driving atmosphere that like has that motion to it. It's got a flow, but it, like I said, it feels dusty. It feels kind of grimy and dirty in tone. And I love, like, I'm still hearing it. Like, I'm still hearing that shit. I love mixed feedback as well. I like how wispy and kind of ethereal your vocals sound, because having your vocals like over such a dark and foggy tone, like, it pushes them up. It makes your vocals feel very light because they feel like they're literally floating above such a grounded kind of like high tension kind of environment for the song. Honestly, for vocal, let me think. I like the delay. I like how the delay tapers off pretty quickly. I like the reverse vocals that kind of pull up into the main vocal. Maybe Coleman's right. Maybe with a good master you could kind of fit the components a little closer together and then boost them all at once to kind of give it that final cohesive glossy finish. But I mean, overall this mix is super tight. It's super clean. Having that damp kind of vocal delay pulse in sounds really nice though. Less is more with this mix for sure. I definitely wouldn't say that. I definitely wouldn't make it any more complex than it already is. I think simple is key here for this vocal mix. I like that the vocals aren't too watery. The delay is super tasteful, which makes it so effective because you get that one kind of delay hit and then it tapers out. I did something on the first. I don't mind sharing on stream. Hell yeah. But no, this is really great, Alex. I mean, it's so fucking stylish. I think that's why I like the song so much. It's so stylish. I mean, that groove, like those metallic drums. Oh my god. They feel so distant. They feel so far away. There's an environment to this track, which is why it's so good. There's like a physical space that it inhabits. That's great. I'll email. Hey, melmigemusic@gmail.com. I got you. All right, let's run it up. Stream part 5.
Yo, I heard this one and let the mood wash over me. Openly showing my soul with the thought that hopefully my son or someone close to me or far from me would notice the attempt to show them they're not all alone in this unholy scene. Along with maybe providing some inspiration or some if I can make it, then you can make it. It's amazing what the mind can make when provided the space to find a way to fly away. Guided only by shining rays of the light of day. Confiding pages night and day to drive away the signs that I'm insane or just a man out of place in a modern haze. Everything in moderation, even moderation. live a little. Better yet, live a lot. It's a lot to take in. Hurry up and stop your waiting. Wait and stop. It's not a race. Try not to dive in face first for first placement. There's always worse places to be. Worst case scenario isn't always the burial, but life with faded dreams. Obey the gleam in your eyes and heed the signs. Only one you in one lifetime you get to even try. Reincarnation doesn't guarantee a revise. Genes could be defied, whether wearing Lee or Levi's. The cloth you cut from don't protect you from what's to come. You can bow out with grace and accept when your run is done, when your number's up. Or be a ghost of yourself, floating through this realm or the other, hoping your story can prevail long enough to not simply be glossed over before you cross over. They go to stage to pay the cost before it's all over. Finality's granted to those who saw closure and exhausted all resources awarded to them to shoulder. What's the motive in your motor? What's the reason you move? The purpose that ties you to sleep and the reason you woke up. Questions when trying to rediscover my inspiration. Invest in the primal need to smother my limitations, to create my own narrative. Ignoring the glare of a derelict pen, waiting on a beat for me to share it with. It's become imperative to me that I'm sharing this, whether or not there's anyone there to share it with. I'm just blessed to have an outlet. Not everybody finds a good one. Something therapeutic and constructive to let out stress. Hoping it takes me out west and beyond. If I don't make it there without it, maybe then the stress will be gone. Maybe then I'll learn to be happy. Maybe I'll never be, as long as I just attach it to melody and song. These days I keep emotion heavily involved. Something that was hard for me at first. I ready my guard in the presence of vulnerability. Already scarred by past discrepancies and regrets. Knowing they limit me. Knowing the enemy within is the greatest wisdom. It's killing that can set you free on your way to live. It is what it is, from the whiz to the kids. Make sure the knowledge is passed down every little bit. Every little step is still a step forward to the next morning. Every blessed dawn is yet another
His writing exercise on the topic of structure. I think you definitely shine in that, because I feel like so much of, I mean, obviously I think that, you know, I think that Sin is an amazing storyteller. Like in my top songs of 2024, I chose Sin's The World Canvas as one of my, I think it was, maybe you'll remember better than I do. I think it was the number 7 spot. Like it was definitely top 10, but I can't remember. But essentially, you know, that I highlighted how Sin is so able to weave together a narrative and a story through imagery, through you know, these like different bits and pieces of experience and knowledge. And I think that a song like this is really cool, because where you're saying that essentially, you know, rather than focusing so heavily on like on one specific topic or one specific story, you're kind of letting your mind wander. And I like that, because I feel like as a lyricist, and as an MC, you have so much to provide in terms of wordplay, and kind of like, it's like removing the ankle weights so you can run faster, because there's so much that off topic, but I think you should interview Hyrith. Me and Hyrith are tight. I think that Hyrith would be down for that. I will get in contact. It's a good suggestion. And so I think when you just kind of give yourself the room to just kind of speak whatever comes to mind and write whatever comes to mind, you're getting some of your best bars, because they're not confined by the end goal of a topic. I love this. There's so many amazing bars in this. I think you definitely shine when you're able to just like let loose and forego structure and just kind of like let loose. I mean, you do that on the Cold freestyle. And that's one of my favorite verses that you've ever done. I mean, I think about, I actually when I was in the car with Bedroom Noise on tour the other day, I played her this cipher because, and the Allison or Mad Max in Wonderland, Alice in Thunderdome line came on, which is like my favorite fucking line in your whole verse in this track. And she was like, holy shit, that's a crazy fucking line. You know, there's just so much like imagery that you have to evoke, and it's put forward in a really creative way. It's great, dude. I love Sin's work. I'll always look for any opportunity to listen to some Sin. All right. Hey, little live performance live in Charlotte, North Carolina, July 14th, 2025. Louva Riez, Love Aries, Birds of a Feather.
Call me methamphetamine, deep man, I was exposed. I need new tassel on my body, that's another dose. So much smoke in the party, but I'm seeing clear. Go get a check, and slide right back, fly out and disappear. Mulberry's Gucci in this thing, now you see me in here. Cheaping up, circulate, baggy babe. She wanna bring up friends, you know how I had to stay. Burgers of a feather, flock together, baby. Told her to do better, but I know you cannot. Yeah, you know I'm cooking, baby. Yeah, you want the recipe. Say that she addicted, baby. Call me methamphetamine. Too deep and I don't see no one. I might just have to ventilate. I might just have to. So much smoke in the party, baby. Won't you come participate? So much smoke in the party, baby. Won't you come participate? Yeah.
Dude, it's good to see you performing live, man. I've been loving these clips that you've
Oh, that's my most recent track I just dropped. I got new stuff coming soon. Love Aries, Luvaries.
I cannot believe you let me call you by the wrong name for literal months and you never once corrected me. That's crazy work, man. But no, dude, I love like that you've been sending in live performances. Because honestly, some of the songs I've already heard, so it's nice to kind of like put like a physical presence in a performance to something that I'm familiar with already. But also, you know, I've been talking about like my tour this whole fucking stream. Like, I think it's important to kind of like, you know, have your songs contextualized within that live setting, kind of see how they act in a performance space. You know, having them be recorded is one thing, and that's the conceptualization of the song and how it's made. But having them be performed kind of gives the song a whole new life. And so it's really cool to see you're performing out there. Please continue doing it. I would love for you to just send in more videos of you doing your work. I love this. Thank you for sharing. All right, Zito Paz submitted what looks to be a sewer person cover. Let's do it.
Could you see the lightning?
I like that you guys combined the two songs for the cover. I feel like I don't really hear that a lot. Fun fact, you're covering Sewer Person. You're covering two of his songs. You guys are covering two of his songs in one go. He actually covered two X songs in one go. He did a cover of Revenge and also, I think, Hope by X in one beat, which I thought was really fucking cool. So I haven't heard the Between the Veins soundtrack in a little bit. But I love the vocals on this. I love the production as well. It's super ethereal and floaty. I like a lot of the damper kind of droning melodies that kind of build up the ambience of the track, and the vocals sound nice. This is a really cool cover. I think that you guys got super inventive with it and kind of made it transformative in that way. Kind of gave it a new identity in its sound and its performance. This is really cool. I like this a lot. The Revenge Hope cover is so good. Yeah, I'm not going to lie. Like, it should be in my likes. This shit goes crazy.
Oh man, what a world of things I hear. If I could act on my friends, oh, would I? Some kill,
and then into the.
In my grave, alright. Day and night, oh my, please don't kill the vibe.
It's just, I don't know, it's really good. Yeah, that's gonna be it, guys. I dropped a new song. It's called Chamomile Radio 2. I will play it if we really want to listen to it. But you know, I'm super proud of it. I worked really hard on it. It's not necessarily a sequel to Chamomile Radio. It's just another one, if that makes sense. Bump it. All right, fuck it, we're bumping it. Cult Moon says so, and I gotta listen. I gotta listen to Cult Moon. Let's let it ride, baby. Thank you guys for being here tonight.
Welcome back to Chamomile Radio, your late night supplier of that existential rhythm, your therapeutic white noise nocturnal radio station, your rainy day meditation. Shadows are beginning to stretch their limbs across these barren plains we all share alone. So listeners out there, old and new, we hope that you find solace in the songs that we now share. Enjoy.
Blood red sun crashed down the horizon. Heard a word said brash, but the meaning fell silent. In artificial apathy, the herd grew quiet through cacophony of empathy.
So pissed I didn't get a slot on this. Next one, man, I got you.
Rays smoke to the night sky's iris. On a jet black moon hiding behind its own light, lit the massacre by pinholes, funneling life to the prairie stained red by doing what's right or at least trying. My shadow crept from where I stood to kiss the edge of the earth. I didn't follow, let it wander through the shallowest dirt. Dust settles, body tethered to the place that I stood. Seemed a silhouette of man pressed rigid as wood. I'm second in command of myself, action independent of any mental permission. Fought through blistering hell. In the end, insisted violence is the core of an intent to do well. So what's the difference if it's later or now? Great gravity is upon us. Pull and pull and pull. The great gravity is upon us.
Please censor work. Okay.
out to the wilderness, ain't spoken in weeks. Sediment collected in excess at my feet, in separation of the action from the viewership it seeks. Saw the distillate of man brought down to his knees. Was violence with no audience, no one to see. The attitude developed by experience, and it seems repetition is the enemy. Voice is now distant, dissonance builds, and the mind becomes sickness. I'm so tired. So tired. White noise dreams in the dead of the night. Leak residual static to daytime, and no time's the right time to sit with it, decipher what I feel in the abstract. And no mind's the right mind, and my mind skips like a broken cassette. Every man who sees himself an esoteric in the company of others doesn't factor in. He spoke a word with origin in the mouth of another. Solipsism is the curse, killing any room for comfort. I'm so tired. So tired.
Tonight's presentation is brought to you by the Great Gravity. The Great Gravity. It pulls and pulls and pulls.
Right beside me and I cannot feel your presence at all. Set a precedent and now I'm sectioned off. It's a wall between me, anything.
How long does your writing process take?
It's not definitive, but
it's
to the
all
catalyst
over the place.
it'll fall.
It's
the
so
wilderness
inconsistent.
begets reflection,
This one took
rejection,
a while,
the
as you could
influence,
imagine.
disrupted to the order of nature. Man synthesis
probably
of
took,
ignorance, perverseness of power, self-imposed by one's will. What's
2 or 3
pride in
weeks.
a coward? A false hold, isolated with desire for control. Found residence in places I'm alone, sentimental in the air. It was easy to be so, then repoed emotion, letting the heat go. It's cold now. Cynicism isn't wisdom, it's a prison of thought. Consider instances, attention dissipated and not. Give attention to persistence of the pain and the rot. Tunnel vision gets results, but only ones you think you want. Leaving the solution to a fabricated problem. Felt the solemn touch of silence and decided not to bother with correction of affliction of attention. What affection is the best, no one else decides what isn't. The feet that tread forsaken ground must be the vehicle from which they return.
I feel you, Sin. It's all over the place. Where'd you get the Great Gravity idea?
So tired.
I don't know. I can explain it a bit more after the song, but it's yeah. I'll briefly explain it after the song.
So tired. Also, fog is beginning to envelop this great landscape at the edge of the earth. It's not what I thought it would be, tumbling fast, flip passiveness to apathy, back to a tash of black fields in a moonless night, were the only real company that I had derived. On a quest to find a sense of the self, lost control and slipped further to regression and hope. The great resource of nourishment reflected in directions I had absolute intention to condemn to hell. In pursuit of control, I had none, hands numb to command from the brain out of the sun. Dark caves came to be a sort of solace from the world I had begun. The creator left to choke by the hands of the sun, operating under lies as before him is spun. History torn asunder, false story in stone. When it's all said and done, no victors had won. That's if you cross a line. The great gravity pulls from dark cavities, deep within the heart of a man who's not lonely physically, but distant to touch. The rough skin of his, cold and rejection to living out the story. Purgatory favored, indifferent but consistent. System since risen, sent written law in remission. If morality's ascension, then the nomad will live in the dirt. No soul with a path will inherit the earth. This curse burned her skin, what is it worth? The weight of the world determined by the hands that grabbed a hold of it first. Following can, euchred out a purpose deserved. Hollow in sin, oblivious to how it'll hurt. On the long dark path when he finally returns.
thank you for tuning in to Chamomile Radio. Everyone out there, remember, the great gravity pulls and pulls and pulls, but you can pull back. Have a good night, and stay safe out there.
I don't know how to explain it, but on average, I feel like when you hear a song, you look for the hooks. In this one, I'm just in the ride, eyes closed. Everything feels exactly where it should be. Yeah, I've been having a lot of fun giving myself a bit of a longer format to work with. The original Chamomile Radio was 7.5 minutes. As I've said time and time again, The Pianist, it's a 35-minute album with 3 songs. Like, I don't know, just something about that giving myself that much time lets me sort of explore a greater theme without feeling the need to make a whole project around it. Like, I get that there's 3 beats, because I get that the concept is it's a radio station and therefore there's a presentation of 3 songs. But that's the concept. Like, in my mind, this is one song. Like, the 3 sections are representative of an idea of there being this, like, of the radio station, and that's how the ideas are presented. But to me, it's one song. I don't view this as an EP. And so, the idea of the great gravity. So I've been trying to read a lot more recently, and it's funny because the original Chamomile Radio was the result of me having a bunch of unfinished lyrics and wanting them to feel complete, and so putting them all together. So still listen to that one the most, especially the cycle. Fuck, dude, the cycle. I almost did the cycle live, but I opted into doing my set for the other shows. And also, by the way, Sin was on the Pianist album, which is a verse that I think I'd love. I mean, that verse that you did on the egg is like, I mean, that's art. That's perfect. But so it's going into Chamomile Radio 2. I had the intention of it being one song. It wasn't exactly the same process. So I've been reading a lot, and I've been reading Blood Meridian by Cormac McCarthy, and kind of pulling like themes from that book and kind of like applying them to my own experience and my knowledge about what I know and what I've gone through, and kind of this sort of like idea of like isolationism in America and catharsis through violence. And I thought that would be a really interesting sort of way to take how I feel and kind of like push it through that filter. Blood Meridian is so fucked up. Yeah, but it's a great book. I've really been loving reading it. I'm not done with it. But it's amazing. And so, there's this section of the book where, the judge tells a story and kind of goes into this idea of how man's greatest achievement was to not equate morality to knowledge, as in the assumption that by gaining more knowledge, one should develop a stabilized sense and a heightened sense of morality and in a stricter code of ethics. But the judge argues that history is determined by what is left, not what actually happened, and that by foregoing morality, man's knowledge can reach its meridian. And so there's this idea of kind of taking like that justification and cycle of violence, and then also applying like this idea of like forced solitude and a pursuit of that to like things that were already on my mind, and kind of bridging the gap between those ideas. And then this song is the result of that. And so I had a lot of fun making it. I had a lot of fun writing. Mel, can I submit an old song from my old lo-fi producer alias? I feel like you're going to fuck with it heavy. It's hella old, though. Please send it my way. I'll probably listen after the stream because I'm trying to get in the shower and sleep. But please, please, please send it to me because I'm always down to listen to some lo-fi work, some lo-fi beats. And I'd be super down to just like give you my thoughts on that. And honestly, if you ever want to work together on some lo-fi stuff, I'm always down. But yeah, I'm going to go to bed. I'm going to shower and go to bed, guys. Thank you much for being here. This is a pretty fun stream. Thanks for sticking around to the end. I've been having fun kind of chatting with you guys and talking about stuff. And thank you for listening to Chamomile Radio 2. I will see you all next week. I've been super busy recently, but I'm going to try to sort of reignite the channel a little bit to what it used to be. Have a great night, everybody. Oh, shit. I forgot PJ. I forgot about PJ's thing. Hold on. I can't skip that. I forgot about PJ's thing. Fuck. Okay. We're reading this. This is from PJ. And then one stream. This is, how do you pronounce that? It's short, so it'll be quick. All right. Go someplace where no one knows who you are, or that all that's left is in your wake is ash and char. Corpse lord, whoreborn, war torn, gore porn. I'm a killer, kin of Cain. I'm a sinner, seed of saints. I see your face, it's falling faint. Drain my blood. Exsanguinate. Feast to fill, show no restraint. I confirm I'd not complain. Perhaps I've been bewitched as I watched that jaw unhinged to scratch a dirty itch, unravel all I've stitched, fall apart, I'm falling in. Bring me to the brink. I'll bleed out within a blink. I'm not screaming as I sink. Do not dally, deign to damnedest drink. You're no damsel in distress. I consent it. On your breath before red browns, I shall be blessed as sun shines, I shall be less. Nice little fucking vampire poem. I really like the imagery on that. It's kind of a visceral bit of writing there, PJ. I like a lot of the this little middle section here, going from the bewitched to unhinged to dirty itch. Also, by the way, PJ's poetry is in the art channel in my Discord. So if you're a part of my Discord channel or Discord server and you like PJ's writing, that is all going to be in the art channel. I know sometimes it can be, and there's a really, really great one that PJ put in there that's long as fuck. So if you like a good bit of at length, in depth, extended reading poetry, there's a really, really great one in there. That's, I mean, it's pretty fucking long. So yeah, have a great night, guys. An inverse of a serenade. I see. I did not know that. I had never heard that word before. Thank you for sharing that. I'm going to 100% use that, by the way. I'm stealing that. I love that idea. But yeah, have a great night, guys. Thanks for being here. Thanks for hanging out. And I will see you all at the very latest next Monday. Oh, by the way, bad song stream soon. I'm letting you guys know that now. Bad song stream soon. So we are going to make some pretty fucking shitty, terrible songs, and we will be sharing them here in a couple weeks. I'm giving you guys ample time to make something fucking garbage, all right? So expect a bad song stream in the near future. Have a good night, everybody. Call me and I'll DM you a link.